Okay, I'm starting my warm-up.
Remember your fuel. Switch your fuel.
So how much do I need to increase it to?
I put 54.6 in there. Liters. I don't know if you're on metric, but
I have
just
gallons.
click once to the right.
Okay. Cool.
There you go.
What is this guy doing? Hello, welcome to Simulated Heaven.
There's 22 guys in my split. What's your race looking like? How many guys you got? 22?
As you can see, this is my warm-up for the race for the GT Challenge Series.
You know it sucks? I'm right on the bottom of the split.
It's a little bit different.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because,
probably
as you can
just
see,
stay in the back the whole time.
Maybe you should pick out your full
voice chat with some other guys.
Yeah, just let the noobs crash.
Exactly, yeah, that's gonna be the only way
Press
I'm probably gonna
F3,
get anything is
Got
when
one
these
on your
guys
right.
crash.
All clear, all clear. Got one on
And
your
as you
right.
can see, this
Clear on the right.
I am trying to have a nice chill warm-up.
At least I start in the back. That's good.
To be honest, you know,
But that means I just missed Waz's split.
GT
Bam.
series are not that fast.
Yeah, it sucks.
I practiced it quite a lot because I'm new to the series, but I'm still not very fast. So I entered this race thinking, hey, I'm just gonna like go out there and try my best, see how it goes. Basically try to have a clean race is what I was trying to do. Soon, someone else spinning out in the warm-up. How many times in my videos have you seen this? You see in iRacing so many people in the warm-up will spin out. They don't realise it's a warm-up. The whole reason, the whole idea of a warm-up
This should be an
is
interesting race.
just to warm up. Anyway, so I'm just basically feeling out my warm-up here, seeing how, you know, usually when I enter races I feel quite nervous, so the warm-up is a good way to get the nervous energy out of myself. Excuse me. I think in every video I do I always burp. I've realised that. It's kind of funny. So if you subscribe to any of my channels, then pretty much 8 out of 10 videos I make are burping. So excuse me. So
Have fun.
if you don't like burping, don't subscribe to
Here we go, race.
So I've got 22 guys in mind, and yeah, I'm going to start not talking a lot now because the race is about to start.
Yeah, good luck both.
Yep, good luck.
Thanks. Okay, so as you can see, I'm like about halfway
Alright, man, we're
down
going
the
green
grid.
next time by. Alright, man, we got a
I
lineup
was
on the right
thinking,
side.
just keep
Pit
it
road is
clean.
closed.
Just if anyone is faster than me, let them go past. It doesn't matter.
Nice check.
You know,
Copy.
I just wanted to keep it clean. If someone is obviously faster than me, I'll let them go. It's a bit scary though, having, you know, it's quite a tight track, this track, and having all these cars. It was a very big field of race cars here, and I'm in the middle of them, so I was just thinking, okay, when the start of the race comes,
Some nice looking paints.
just try to keep it
Yeah.
clean, you know. Unfortunately, this series is a rolling start, which means that you need to roll around one lap. I can understand rolling starts on oval, but rolling start on a road course is like I don't know. It's like in Spa, you'd have to do a 4 or 5 minute lap. Like, I don't know. I understand the idea of a rolling start in oval racing, but I believe that in road racing a standing start is always a great thing, because it takes a lot of skill to learn how to do a standing start, how to not get too much wheel spin, You know, that's an element of skill. When the car is already moving, and then you just accelerate more, there's a lot less likelihood that you're going to get that crazy wheel spin. So I would say, for me, I like road races to have a standing start, so you can, you know, hopefully have an opportunity to get a good start over other people. Anyway, so in the GT series, for some reason, maybe because it's an Americanized series, maybe, I have no idea, but they went for the whole rolling start thing, so that means we need to do a lap of, you know, a pace lap behind a pace car. So it's not that exciting. I did actually do a qualifying in this car. I believe I got a 150. I got quite a good lap time. Was it one? I can't remember now, but I got a pretty okay. I think it was like pretty close to my fastest ever lap time. This car, you know, on this car track. So I was quite happy with the qualifying that I did. Unfortunately, my iRating is really low right now. So, anyways, here we go. Green. I was thinking, just take it easy. And I was kind of fortunate there was a gap there for me to go on the outside. And I'm just really just cruising right now. I'm cruising. I'm not, you know, I know that there's going to be incidents, so I'm just cruising at the back here. See, there's guys like crashing into each other. See, there's guys going on the grass.
Car on your right.
I let the guys, I mean actually here I let a lot of guys go past me here. I'm just thinking, okay,
All clear.
whatever.
You got one on your right.
I just wanted a clean race, and
All clear,
you know, the thing is, you kind of let them past, and if you're faster than them, you'll catch them up and overtake them. It's a long race, you know. These Class C races last for 45 minutes real time, so you have a long time to make it up. So that's why the first lap you don't really need to be that aggressive. Just hold it, you know, hold a good place. You know, try to hold. Obviously, you don't drop back that much, but you try to just hold your position. If someone has been aggressive, just let them pass, and then when things pan out, like you'll see that guy there in the green? There you go, he's like all over the road. He nearly like wiped out right there. So you just need to, you know, I think in iRacing, consistency is a big thing. So right now I'm just thinking, first few laps, you know, warm up the tyres, you know, do some relatively safe laps right now, stay in contention. I can see the guy ahead of me that is not like a lot faster than me right now. And that's the great thing with a big field like this. I mean, I was not that fast. My fastest lap time I've ever done is a 118 something. And the fast guys are doing like 160, 170, so I'm not like a mega fast person, but the great thing when you get a big field of cars is, you know, you're going to get people around you that are of a similar speed to you, so you can actually race with them. So I'm thinking now, I think I'm kind of gaining in confidence right now, thinking, hey, I can actually do this. I can actually do the GT series. See that guy there in the green? Wow, if that guy had like spam it into me, then that would have been bad. So I avoided that. I'm very happy that I avoided that situation right now. You know, I'm up into like 9th place. I believe that's 9th place only with the McLarens, not including the Corvettes. But anyway, I'm doing pretty well. I'm thinking, okay, this is awesome. You know,
I don't know what the fuck you're doing, dude.
I would not recommend swearing openly on iRacing like that guy just did, because you can actually get a permaban. Your account will get permanently banned for swearing. If someone reports you and they record you swearing on iRacing, then you'll get a permaban, no questions asked. They will just basically delete your account. They just really like the idea of saying this is a family service, you know. They really do not tolerate that, you know, and it's not even only swearing. If you like rag out another player really badly in the game, you know what I mean, if you disrespectful to another player quite severely, you'll get a permaban for that. So yeah, sometimes I do see some guys like that who swear. I mean, that guy just said the F word on open voice comms. If someone was to report him, he would get banned, like permaban. So yeah. Anyway, so right now I'm feeling happy. I'm keeping up with the guys. You know, there's some guys ahead of me. I'm not exactly losing. I'm not losing ground to them. I just did a 119.5, which was a pretty good lap. You know, not a bad lap in a race. I think I'm starting to build in confidence right now. I'm thinking, hey, there's all these guys ahead of me. They're not really getting away from me. You know, I'm in contention. So that's awesome. That guy there's a car there going out onto the gravel, or he just totally messed up. Rolando Alvarez. I think that was the guy that was swearing just earlier.
Got a smoker on the right.
Another car there, look, just had a slight accident. He did maybe slightly pull out in front of me, but it's no big deal. I'm thinking, okay. You know, I'm really keeping up with these guys. Right now, I'm quite happy so far. Like, this is, I mean, this is only my second race in the GT series. Usually, I don't like doing races in cars that are very fast, high powered. I like slow cars, like the Spec Racer 4, like the Jetta, where, see, that guy on the left just slid off the track. So that's another place gained. So yeah, usually I like those kind of slow cars. So I was a bit, you know, apprehensive with the GT series. But right now, I'm feeling pretty good about my race right now. I'm doing pretty well. I'm not really super fast. I'm, you know, an average kind of speed. I'm not that, you know, I'm not that fast, but I'm happy that I'm being consistent. I'm not making mistakes. I'm kind of doing some consistent laps. I'm keeping up with the guys ahead of me. I'm not like miles off the pace, which is good. So there's a guy right behind me right now, Robert Loden. I'm thinking, okay, yeah. You always have to keep your eyes on the rearview mirror in iRacing. If there's guys behind you, you want to know what they're doing. You know, are they the kind of players that will dive bomb you? Like in the last video I uploaded of my Grand Touring race. In Okayama, there was that guy that I was always looking in my mirror because he kept like looking like he was going to dive bomb me inside, like on every corner. So if you have those kind of racers, you feel scared that they're going to just wipe you out, and you end up looking in your rearview mirror. See this guy here? I mean, he stopped. He didn't crash into me, but he was kind of looking like he didn't know that I was going to be slowing up so much. It's like racing is about awareness. There are so many guys that are super fast in iRacing doing hot lapping, but they don't know about racing awareness. You know, if I'm right behind a guy that I kind of consider, is this guy super fast? I made a bit of a mistake there. I kind of overshot that corner, so I let two guys through. I didn't go off track, I didn't spin, I just held it, and I knew that I'd slowed down a lot, so I'm like, okay, let those guys go by, and it's like I said, if you let them by, if you are faster than them, you'll be able to catch them up and overtake them, so it's no big deal. But yeah, like, racing is all about, like, negotiating other cars. If you're faster than someone, you get a run on them, and you overtake them cleanly, but the problem is there are so many guys that are fast at hot lapping, but when they actually come into a race situation where they're faced with other cars, it's like they can't seem to handle it. It's like I see so many guys in iRacing that are faster than me on paper, but when it, you know, they're right behind me and they just don't seem to understand that you have to wait until you get a good run on someone and you can overtake them cleanly. They will like dive bomb you on a corner, which is not an overtaken corner, you know, it's not a corner that, I mean, unless you're ridiculously faster than the other driver, then those kind of corners, you dive bomb, that's not really an overtaking place, really, you know. So, yeah, there's a lot of players that don't understand, you know. Wait, if you're faster than the car ahead, you wait until this long straight. You see right now, this is a very long straight. If you're faster than me, you get behind me, you get a good run on me out of that corner, the last corner before the long straight, and you overtake me cleanly, you know. Any kind of a vaguely long straight, or, you know, but there are guys that try to overtake you when there's no long straight, going into a tight corner where there's no room in the corner, and they still like dive bomb you, and then if they crash into you, they'll blame it on you for being, you know, for doing something wrong. So, but having said all of that, iRacing is much cleaner. I mean, I think you can see from the races that I've uploaded that iRacing is much cleaner than like every other racing sim out there. You do a race in R-Factor 2 or any other racing sim out there, because there's not penalty for crashing, those other games, people drive crazy. They will basically overtake you and use you, you know, they will crash into you on purpose. You know, a situation where there's no room, they'll slide through, like, bumping into you, because they don't really care, because in those games there's no real penalty. At least in iRacing, if someone is bumping and grinding you, there's going to be a penalty, right? So iRacing is like the cleanest racing sim out there, but still, you still get guys that don't know how to race and will blame racing incidents on you for no reason. So yeah, but I think it's hard with online racing games to keep it clean, to get people to race clean. But iRacing has, you know, done a very good job. By far, it's the best racing sim in terms of the online competition and the ease of getting online competition, and the fact that it's clean. It is pretty
Wow. Are you watching, John?
Damn.
That's just wow. I knew he was going to do that. I was thinking of, you know, I'm just going to tap this guy and get him out of the way. I should have. Holding me up, holding me up, holding me up. And then I go for the move, and then he runs into me, the moron. Oh.
Yeah.
How do you report people? Because I'm reporting him. I'm sick of me getting reported on. Time for me to report.
Yeah. Do you want to get his name or you know who it is?
So, just to clear that up, I'm in voice comms with some other guys that I know, and I entered the same race with a friend of mine who also plays iRacing, but he is a lot faster than me, and he was in a higher split.
Can't believe
than
that.
me.
I was doing actually pretty decent too. Had a clean race. Was it 7?
Yeah.
And in his race, he had an incident, as you can hear, so he's not very happy. But I'm still trying to concentrate on my race. I can hear him, but I'm still trying to think, okay, I'm doing okay in my race. I'm trying to keep it going, you know? I'm in like 9th place in the McLaren class, and I'm really happy. Right now, I'm so happy with how I'm doing in my class. I mean, it's been clean, I'm not the fastest, but I'm being consistent, and you know, I'm pretty happy with my performance so far in the race.
What's on the left? On the left, what's on the left, what's on the left button?
And it's always great to see cars like just ahead of you. It's awful when you get a race where, oh, and I nearly crashed there. That was a really big moment. I was so close to wiping out there, just managed to hold on to it. You know, and there's a leader guy coming up now, the guy in first place. So I'm thinking, okay, just let the guy go. And then unfortunately, the guy behind me, I think he kind of, because I slowed down to let the leader go, so he gets closer to me. But yeah, one of the problems in this multi-class racing is when you're in the slower car, you have to be so careful that you're aware. Now, iRacing has this really great thing. You press F3 and it gives you the relative. So it tells you who's in front of you, who's behind you. You can see the box in the bottom right hand corner. That's so good. It tells you exactly where everyone is on the track. So I know when there's an important person coming up behind me to lap me, I know to get out of the way. So yeah. Like in multi-class racing, like I was just saying, it's like you have to be so careful that the faster cars, when they come behind you, that you hold your line and you kind of let them go past you in a natural way, because you don't want to be causing any incidents, you know. Because those super fast, like in this series, it's the McLaren, the GT40, and also the Corvette. The Corvette is quite a lot faster, so if you get a really good guy in the Corvette, then he can be a lot faster than you in a McLaren, even if you're going quite fast. You know, even if you're quite a good McLaren driver. So you have to be careful. You have to always keep an eye behind you on when the Corvettes are coming up. You know, but I think the key is you don't kind of make crazy sudden kind of movements. You just hold your line. The Corvette will get right behind you. Then you just naturally either stay on the line, or if it's quite obvious that you can move aside naturally, then you
So
do
yeah, I
that.
get to sit here in the fucking pits for another fucking, oh my god.
Was it repairing or something?
Yeah, it's repairing.
Damn, how long does it take?
You smucked my car pretty good, man. It's gonna take 5 minutes.
Damn. Yeah, it looks like he's disconnected.
Yeah, he's an idiot. Okay. Well, can you report him as well? Two reports on one car, and he is, of course, his teacher going to report. So I'm just one of the fence.
Clear on the right.
How do I report?
No idea, I've never done it.
Or on your right.
Never had to until that.
Yeah, is that Stuart Hall?
He went into me, right? He turned right into me, right? I took the inside line. I was there.
Yeah, I think his ass was slipping too, at the same time. Around the corner. And then he knocked into you as you're trying to get back on the track.
Yeah, then he hit me again. Like, oh my god. Do I still have a rear wing?
I think so.
Yeah? Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but it looks like it's a bit damaged. The right hand side's a bit bent.
So yeah, as you can hear, my friend is having some issues with this race, which can happen, you know. So like I said, you get people that are very fast but don't know how to race. They don't understand the etiquette of racing. That you know, there are rules in racing. You don't just dive bomb someone. You don't. If you're not, you know, if your opponent's nose is ahead, you don't just cut them off. A lot of people in iRacing don't understand that if someone has got ahead of you, if their nose is ahead of you, you don't have the right to turn into the corner. A lot of people in iRacing don't understand that. They still, even though some guy is overtaking you and they're ahead of you, they still just turn into the corner almost oblivious and crash into you. I see that quite a lot. But back to my race, I'm right now so happy that I'm really doing, you know, I'm so happy. I'm in 8th place in the McLarens. I'm keeping up with people. You know, there's people ahead of me that I can chase down. So I'm so happy. Like, my last lap was the 119.7. Pretty good. I think in this race I did one lap of 118 that I bought. Certainly my fastest lap is a 118. So right now I'm feeling really confident. I'm feeling like I can actually drive relatively fast. I see this guy ahead of me, I'm thinking, okay, I can take this guy down. And I believe right now I was thinking, put this guy under pressure. It seemed like before when I put him under pressure he made some kind of mistakes, like went off the track and stuff, so I'm thinking just keep as close to him as I can without obviously running into him, but just, you know, keep the guy under pressure as much as possible, stay behind him. I was kind of braking a bit late there to try to really stay behind him to make him feel like, you know, but you know, I'm just so happy right now that I can run a race, that I can be clean, that I can not spin out. And you see, this guy ahead of me, I'm actually kind of keeping up with him, and I'm feeling like I could actually reel the guy in, you know, I could overtake him. I feel like I'm equally as fast. You see, my last lap was a 118.7, which is not far off my fastest lap in the, you know, ever. So I think my fastest lap is at 118.4 or something. So yeah, right now in this race I'm like in the zone. This is me in the zone on this race. And look, there's another guy going off on the grass. So I'm, you know, really starting to feel it now. Really starting to feel that I can get into the race. That I can, you know, this guy up ahead in the red car? Stephen Colburn. He's a lap down. So anytime you see a car a lap down, you see this guy, I mean, he really doesn't know what he's doing. He's like trying to let people pass. It kind of scares you. And I can remember when I was overtaking that guy, I was wondering if he was going to turn into me. I kind of expected that guy to turn into me, but yeah. Whenever you see a guy a lap down, a slow car like that, you always wonder whether they're going to be idiots and like have no idea.
You got one on your right.
And
Clear on the
basically
right.
that green car, he got past me because I had to be careful because of that car that was a lap down, Stephen, whatever he was called, because that guy was a bit all over the place. I was trying to be cautious, and then so then the green car was behind me, and obviously he caught up to me a lot faster because I was being cautious of the red car. So yeah, it's always in any kind of racing, and certainly in iRacing, when you have cars you have to lap, then it can be awkward. And there I made a mistake.
You got one on your right.
That's the second time I've done that.
Hey, right.
And there's a guy coming back on the track, but managed to avoid that. I believe that was the red and green car that I was chasing before. But yeah, you have to keep a high level of concentration in iRacing. This is a Class C race, so it's about 45 minutes. So for a 45-minute race, you have to keep concentration. You have to run the laps. I believe this race will run about 30 laps, maybe 27 to 30 laps around there. So it's a lot of laps to do, and you have to keep concentration because you're, you know, especially with these faster cars, it's harder for you to hit all the apexes and have the car where you want it at all times. So you need a high level of concentration
You're in the top 10.
to be able to do that. And I'm still in 8th place, and right now I'm still so happy. I'm thinking to myself, wow, you know, this is good, I'm doing well. I mean, the split I'm in is a lower split. There were 2 splits in this race. My friend was in the higher split and I'm in the lower split, so, but still, I'm happy with 8th place. I'm actually competing with people. I'm, you know, doing some 180 lap times in a race, so I'm pretty happy at the moment. I'm thinking this is fun. I'm having a lot of fun right now. See, like, iRacing is a lot of fun because it's so easy for you to get these kind of races, right? This is why it adds so much value to iRacing that you can actually get these kind of races so easily. Even though as a simulation it's not the best out there, the fact they have this community and it's easy for you to get the races like this, then it's such a big thing, you know. So I'm thinking, okay, this guy ahead of me, Alexander, I'm thinking I can reel this guy in. Trying to keep it as clean as I can. Okay, so this now scares me. It says to me I have 2 laps of fuel left, and we're only on lap 21, and I know this race is at least 27 laps. So I'm thinking, oh, this is not good. 2 laps to go. Oh, I have about 2 laps of fuel left. So I've been racing a lot of series like the Grand Touring Cup and other series where you don't have to worry about fuel because you always have enough fuel to get through the race. So this is my first Class C series that I'm actually trying to run, and in these Class C longer races you actually have to consider fuel, and as you heard me at the start of the race, I hadn't thought about fuel, and I asked my friend about fuel, and he said do one click to the right, and I did that, but still, as you can see, I'm still running out of fuel, so my fuel load is like so much lower. So I'm thinking, oh shit, and I don't usually swear, but I was thinking right now, oh shit, oh my goodness. You know, I was in 8th. Right now, I'm in 8th in this race with the McLarens, and I was thinking this is going to completely mess up my race. So I'm thinking, okay, it said I had about 2 laps of fuel. So I'm thinking, do the 2 laps, go into the pits, refuel, and obviously I'll be a lot lower in the order, but you know, at least I'll still be able to continue the race. But I learned a really big lesson. I learned a big lesson in this race. You need to check your fuel before you start a race. You need to be 100% sure that the setup you're running has a good amount of fuel. You know, that you've thought out your fuel strategy. I mean, yeah. So that was a bit of a wake-up call for me, really. And, you know, it's kind of a shame, really, because I feel like I did pretty well in this race. You know, I've been racing well. I haven't really... I kind of made a few mistakes, a few minor mistakes on this corner, actually, that I'm doing now. I did, like, a few minor mistakes on that corner, but apart from that, I've been racing pretty consistently. Okay, not mega fast. I'm doing, like, 119s with a few 118s kind of thrown in there, but it's not that fast. But, hey, you know, I've been pretty consistent. I've not crashed. I've had a few Corvettes that have gone by me, and I've kind of, you know, it's been pretty clean so far, so it's kind of slightly disappointing. And you see here, my fuel is now running out. I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to crash into the guy, so I try to like go off the, I try to go on the left side of the track, because I don't want to ruin that other guy's race. And I thought I had enough fuel to get back to the pits, but I didn't. And yeah, so, and the guy behind me, like I say, I didn't want to ruin his race, so I'm trying to go on the side
disconnected
of the track.
from your channel.
But as you see, unfortunately, I crashed.